Hello, welcome to Pete's Garden episode 17. In this one I'm clearing a bed and planting some perennials as well, and I'll show you something that's an update of what's going on with the compost bins. That doesn't sound very exciting, does it? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you could click subscribe, that'd be great. Thanks very much. And roll titles. This bed, where the broad beans and peas are, is going to be removed so that it can become an extension of the squash bed, and this will be just one long squash bed right up to the end. And as if by magic, they're gone. We have left a few broad bean plants in because they look fairly healthy and they look like they're still producing one or two things, so we've left them. But the broad beans and peas have produced that crop, and we've had about the same as that over the course of the last 2 or 3 weeks, I suppose. So for me that's not a bad crop, because normally we don't get a great crop of broad beans, so I'm very happy with that. And this bed is now almost cleared apart from the lettuces, ready for other things to be planted, like the squash and that, as I say. At the back we have some nasturtiums which have seeded themselves. They're obviously not perennials. Here we have Niphophia. Now the original lupin bulbs that I put in have been eaten by slugs and snails. That one's starting to come back, and I'll leave it there, but it's not going to do anything this year, I don't think. And the same with this one. In fact, you probably can't even see that it's there. So my neighbour did give me some lupins which he'd got from seed, which should still be perennials, and those ones seem to be holding up pretty well. We've then got Eryngium there, some more Niphophia, they're the red hot pokers, and at the back there as well. Echinacea just coming out there. Some more of my neighbour Ian's lupins. I've tried to sort of mix it up a bit, really. There, waiting to go in, we have Echinops ruthenicus, which is it's a sort of globe thistle flower. In fact, I think that's what my neighbours have there. I think that's Echinops ruthenicus. We have Eryngium here, which has gone all wonky, as you can see, but we're trying to support it. And they're perennials, so it'll come back differently next year. More Eryngium again, but it kind of snapped a little bit, so I ended up taking the whole thing off in order to encourage some side shoots, which you can see are just coming through there. More, I don't know if you can see them, more of my neighbour's lupins. Niphophia at the back there, just which you can probably see amongst the ivy. More nasturtiums. Now these are going to come out because, as I say, they seeded themselves. They got it there accidentally. They're not meant to be there. But I left them there because they looked so good. But now it's obscuring the Eryngium. More Echinacea there. And here's something I bought from the garden centre yesterday. I've never grown it before. It's a Potentilla. It'll need to be supported. in some way, because as you can see it's flopping about a bit, but I'm quite pleased with that. More Echinops ruthenicus at the back there, and this is what makes me wish that smell-o-vision existed. It's a heliotrope, and it absolutely, smell that, there we are. It smells absolutely beautiful, like a mix between soap and talcum powder. More Echinops there. Again, these nasturtiums are going to come out. Liatris here. Now those, as I say, the nasturtiums will come out, because the nasturtiums obviously annuals anyway. The Liatris, I planted into those pots back in January, so that's how long it's taken for those to get to that point. More Echinops. Everything I put there struggles because of the old tree roots that are there, but I'm going to keep persisting. I'm going to try and find something that survives there, and there's some more Liatris there as well. So in the end the border should look quite good, I think, along with the roses of course at the back. So I'll show you what it looks like once we've planted all those things and taken some of the nasturtiums out as well. And here it is now, with it all properly planted up and the nasturtiums having been removed where necessary. It'll be interesting to see what it turns out like. But I'm quite encouraged by the fact that there's at least a bit of colour there. So, as you've probably seen in other videos, we now have 3 composters. This was the original one, and we've had for a few years. But what would happen is it would get full, and halfway through the year, and so we'd end up sending a lot of compostable material away to the council. So we've now got 3, and also it means that I can just leave this in here for a while, probably 2 years or something, to rot down properly before putting it in, before digging it into the ground, I should say. So here is a totally new compost bin, never been used before, and breaking virgin ground here by putting in the remnants of the broad beans and peas. And of course they contain a lot of nitrogen, there we are. So that's it for Pete's Garden for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to click subscribe, that'd be great, and I'll be back with another one very soon. Bye.